Hi friends, welcome to your practice. This practice is called Balance and Flow. So you can only imagine what that might contain in a practice called Balance and Flow. Obviously a little bit of balancing, all standing balances predominantly, and a bit of flow, so just bringing a little bit more heat into the body, and sequencing, so just meaning flowing from one pose to the next with your breath. Okay? So we'll start with a seat. So whatever that seat means to you, like I've said in my previous videos, it can mean this particular seat, it can mean one leg out or the other. Just want you to be comfortable sitting for a few moments as we come to our mats. Alrighty? So maybe the hands are placed face down on the knees for grounding as we close our eyes. Or perhaps our palms are flipped up towards the sky, which will bring upon some more energy if that's needed. And then just start to ride the waves of your breath. With every exhale, letting go of everything that happened prior to sitting right here, and inhaling to the present moment of sitting here with your breath. So inhaling to be, exhaling to let go. And just continue with that mindful breath. Let's take a few more subtle breaths here. Finding that connection with our breathing to take us through our practice. And begin to blink your beautiful eyes open. And we'll start to bring the arms up overhead. So reach your arms way over your head on the inhale. And on your exhale, bring your palms to your heart center. Okay, on your next inhale, bring your arms up. On the exhale, twist your torso over to the right. Take your left hand to the outside of the right knee or thigh and take the right hand back behind you to prop yourself up. Next exhale, begin to twist over towards the right. Maybe your head is looking over towards that right shoulder. Next breath in, come all the way back through center. Exhale here to settle. Okay, other side. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, twist the torso to the left. Float the arms down. So this time, right hand to left knee or thigh, and left hand back behind you. Right, so finding length, and then perhaps twisting just a tiny bit deeper. So even just a millimeter more. On your next lovely breath out, come back through center. Alrighty, let's come all the way over onto hands and knees. As you've been sitting there for a few moments, I want you to untuck your toes here in this tabletop position. Give your feet a little bit of a tap out. Okay. And then re-tuck your toes. We are coming straight up into our downward facing dog quite quickly here in our practice. So our wrists a little bit further in front of the shoulders, fingertips fanned all the way out. Make sure toes are still tucked. Inhale to rise the knees up. Exhale to shift all the way back. So quite a juicy stretch for the hamstrings. Okay, so maybe walking it out, just bending one knee then the other. Getting out the kinks to the back sides of the legs, pressing away from the mat into the pads of the hands, and taking a few breaths here. Settling into the pose, but allowing the breath to flow. Take your gaze towards your hands now and take as many steps as you need to come to the front of your mats. All right, so at the front of your mat, feet are parallel, dangling here. And then as you bring your hands up onto your shins, or maybe the hands, fingertips stay on the ground if your back can stay straight, inhale, halfway lifting. Belly button to spine, lift the head a little. Exhale, lower. Okay, root into the feet, rise the arms out to the sides to sweep up, reach up. Exhale, palms to the heart center. Okay, so now we begin with our flow here. So nice and easy. Okay, it'll be quite a steady, slower flow. Okay, so just being mindful of every breath and movement. Inhale, arms up. Let's just begin with palms to the heart center. Just so we know what it's like to stand here now. Feet rooted, arms up, inhale, reach up again. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Take a step back with your right foot to a low lunge. Okay, so we'll start low, back knee down, front ankle right under the front knee. Sweep arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms to the heart center. Okay, dipping with the heart coming forward, or I should say hinging forward. Okay, we'll take now the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. So we're twisting, looking over towards the left. Good. Inhale, heart back through center. Exhale, plant the hands down. Pick up that back knee onto the ball of the back foot. Step the left foot back to downward dog. Pause. Okay. Re-ground into the feet, but also to the hands. Alrighty. Looking forward, shifting forward to high plank pose, pausing here, noticing shoulders over wrists. Knees can come down by all means if you need to. Okay, otherwise we're charging ourselves up here, broadening that shoulder girdle. And then on the exhale, let's all lower the knees down, come down to the floor, to the mat, untuck the toes, keep the hands under shoulders, tuck those elbows to the ribs. Inhale for cobra. Heart comes up, shoulders are really going back. Come down on the exhale. Tuck your toesies under, lifting yourself up maybe to hands and knees first, then shifting back. Exhale, downward dog. Very nice. Lifting, right leg, sky high. Okay, I want you to keep your shoulders and your hips as square as possible here. So the length that you're getting with that right leg is shooting right up from the heel. So the right toes are facing down, right foot is flexed, and you're lifting up with that right heel. Look towards your hands, shift forward to a three-legged plank, take your knee into your chest and step the right foot forward, right? Like I've said before, not an easy transition. Lower the back knee down. Okay, lunging on the other side, sweep the arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms to the heart. Next sequence, smile. Okay, keep smiling in this sequence of poses. As you shift forward, hinging from your hips, okay, come forward with the heart forward, then take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, twisting here. Broadening the shoulders, the chest, heart open. Next, exhale, come back through center with the torso, hands come down to the earth, and I'd like you to lift up that back knee and then step forward. Dangling it out here in forward fold.
head heavy, neck, shoulders heavy. For a moment here to catch up with everything we've done so far, to come back to the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hinge back forward. Root into those feet, all four corners of the feet. Rise the arms up, reach up, inhale. Exhale, palms to the heart. Let's keep flowing, guys. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. This time, take a step back with the left foot to a high lunge. So we're charging it up a bit more here, leading with the left. Front knee over ankle. It's okay to bring the hands on the front thigh first if you need to upright your torso. And then exhale here. As you bring your arms up, plug the shoulders into their sockets. Okay, and if you notice here, my back knee's slightly bent. Okay, and the reason I do that is because it helps me to shoot the back hip to the ground. So it just gives me like a tip or an indicator that, yeah, back knee's a bit bent, right? Because I want that direction of the knee to the earth to also be that back hip to the ground. Keep hips square, okay? Keep arms up. Nice. And then take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Reach all the way up with that long left side of the arm. And then exhale to bring your torso to the right for a side stretch. Okay, if the back knee has to be lowered, that's okay. We're squeezing into the midline of the body. Inhale, one more here to pause with the pose. Exhale back through center with the arms. Release the wrists. Take the hands down to the ground. Step back to your downward dog. Find your breath. Again. Yes. And then shift forward to plank pose. So again, knees down or lifted. Okay, wrists under shoulders. Good. Belly button to spine so that we're not dropping our hips. And then either knees go down first, or coming all the way down through chaturanga, untuck the toes for up dog, or back to your cobra. Okay, so that cobra we did before. Whatever's in your practice. Shoulders are still back. Inhale, lift hips up to exhale back to downward dog. Okay, always like you to choose between a couple poses as to what works for you for your practice. Take those few settling breaths here into down dog. Lift your left leg to the sky. Okay, once again, we're leading with the left heel. So hips are square, shoulders are square, right? Left toes are pointed down. Maybe lift the heel a slight bit higher. Look towards your hands now. Shift forward to three-legged plank. Take the knee towards your chest, round the spine. Step the left foot forward. Yes. So charging up for high lunge again. If you know here you'd rather lower the back knee, that's fine. Otherwise, we will bring maybe the hands on the front thigh to start to lift the torso. And then rise the arms up. Exhale, plug the shoulders and the hips down. Okay, good. Front knee stays over ankle, right? Lift up with the crown of the head. Exhale, plug the shoulders down a bit more. This time, take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Reach up. Exhale, side stretch. Okay, hips are still nice and steady. Legs are somewhat steady, maybe a tiny bit shaky. That's pretty normal. I'm feeling that too. Inhale, arms come up, separate the hands. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step yourself forward. Oh yeah. Feels good. Right? Forward fold, dangle it out. Find stillness to your forward fold. Inhale for halfway lifting.
Exhale back down.
Rooting into the feet, rising the arms, reach up, inhale. Exhale, palms to the heart. Okay, keeping our feet hip distance apart, sweep arms up, inhale. Exhale into chair pose. Okay, your and my favorite, correct? Okay, so in your chair pose, we're shifting back instead of coming forward. All four corners of the feet are rooted down, hands to the heart center here for a moment. Okay, right from here, come to your forward fold. So lift the hips, exhale, heart comes forward, arms dangle, inhale halfway, exhale forward. Take a step back with the right foot to warrior two. Okay, so with our warrior two, it's quite a wide-legged warrior pose. Okay, back toes are in just a bit. Front knee will stay bent over the ankle. Windmill your arms up. So right arm up first, left arm follows. And then, exhale to settle into your warrior. And like I said in previous videos, noticing the front knee is instead of collapsing in, which it does with a lot of people, make sure that your front knee is coming to the outside. So without collapsing in, peeling it open, right? Settling here. Okay, let's take the right hand, sweep it down the back of the leg for exalted warrior. Take the left arm up and bring the arm over your head, palm facing down, fingertips away from your body. Again, a nice big side stretch. Come back to warrior two wings, inhale. Exhale, settle. Okie dokes. Windmill your hands onto either side of the front foot. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Step back, downward dog. And it wouldn't be quite that yoga flow without a little bit more vinyasa, which is simply breath with movement. Okay. So vinyasa, that is really what it means. Breath with movement, sequencing breath with movement. Let's shift forward with our breath to plank. Inhale. Exhale, come down to the earth. Either knees come down or come right up into your upward dog. Okay. Or into your cobra. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, lift your hips, come back to downward dog. Rise your right leg up again. Okay, again, keeping with those square hips. I really want you to practice square shoulder girdle, square hips, lifting with that right heel, active right leg. Look forward towards your hands, practicing again to shift forward to bring the knee into the chest as you round the spine and step that right foot forward. Lower the back foot down, warrior two on the other side. Okay, windmill your arms up. Exhale here, palms are facing down. Oh, almost lost my microphone there. And then make sure the front knee's over the ankle, right? Yeah, long arms. Imagine if someone's got your fingertips very gently just tugging your left fingertips, but someone else has got your right fingertips and they're tugging those as well. Very gentle, but long arms. Yeah. Okay, now left hand sweeps down the length of the left leg, exalting warrior on the other side. So exalt this warrior here. Right arm goes over your head, palm facing down, reaching away from your body. Keeping that front knee over the ankle, that pesky front knee. Okay, inhale, arms back through center. Exhale, settle. Yeah, windmill your hands onto either side of the front foot. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot so we can now step forward. Back to Uttanasana. Yeah, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale forward. This time ragdoll to stand. So friends, bend your knees as much as you need to here. Slowly come up vertebra by vertebra.
being mindful of the movements of your spine as we rise, and then rock the shoulders back a few times. Alrighty. So, what was the other part of this class? Balancing. Okay, so standing balances. So feet hip distance apart. Okay, we're going to practice here with a few things. Alrighty. So with your feet hip distance, and facing you this way for a reason, you'll find out in a sec. I need all my mat there behind me. Okay, toes spread nice and wide. Find your focal point in front of you, which is called a drishti point. So your focal point is something that's not moving. So probably not me, but maybe there's something in the field of vision of this video that you can focus on that's not moving. Maybe it's something in your room that you're in right now. Palms to your heart center to begin. Bring the weight into the left foot. Okay, just feel that for a sec. Weight into the left foot. Yeah, I got this, right? Okay, keep the palms of the heart. And then lift the right knee about hip height. Okay, just about hip height. Keep that right foot flexed. Alrighty, and now push the right foot out towards me, probably, towards the video, towards the front of your mat. Yeah, now while we're doing this, I know some people tend to lean back, try to find their balance, but no, rise the crown of the head up, exhale, root down to that left foot, keep that right leg risen, and then on the exhale, bend the right knee, where we started, lower the right foot. That's all we're gonna do right now. Okay, we'll try the other side. So feet hip distance apart again. Palms to the heart. The weight in the right foot. Keep your eye on your drishti point. Okay, rise the left knee about hip height, flex the foot. Crown of the head up. All the way down through the spine, rooting into the right foot. And then extend the left leg out. Okay, most likely you're shaking a bit here too, just like I am, okay? Doesn't matter how many years you've been doing this. Yeah, okay, we're good. Inhale here, stay balanced. Exhale, bend the left knee, lower the foot, give your limbs a little shake. You can always be silly in yoga, right? Knees a little buckle back and forth, okay? And we will add on here, okay? So feet hip distance, correct? Palms to your heart. Alrighty. Weight into the left foot. Okay, so rise the right foot again, hip height, foot flexed. But this time, we'll bring the heart forward into airplane pose, heart forward, hips hinge forward, and the right leg's gonna push back. Almost like you want to push something to the back of the wall with that flexed right foot. Okay, but the heart is coming forward. It's okay if you touch down to the ground, come back up, because planes do that too, right? Extend the arms out to airplane wings, if you'd like. Maybe look down to the ground, soaring. Not a lot of us are taking planes these days, so enjoy this pose. And palms back to the heart. Keeping your foot lifted off the ground if you can. Come back up on the inhale with the torso. Then exhale, softly land that right foot. Okay, other side. Yes, we can do this. Feet hip distance. Palms to your heart. Weight into the right foot. Spread your yogi toes. Drishti point, right? Left knee up, hip height, flex the foot. Push that left foot back, heart comes forward. We are just playing, okay? Maybe arms come out to that airplane. Maybe we look down to the ground. Maybe one side's really different than the other. It's all part of observing our bodies. And once again, palms to your heart. See if you can practice keeping that left foot lifted still off the earth as you inhale to rise your hearts up. And then exhale, gently land that left foot. Good. If you were holding your breath, I still do a tiny bit with balances. Let it go. Okay. Shake the limbs. Okay.
Let's rinse that out with a little flow. So arms come up, feet hip distance, inhale. Exhale back to chair pose. Okay, knees stay in line with one another. Palms to your heart center. Then lift your hips to forward fold. Exhale, heart comes down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lower. This time, step back to plank pose. One foot, then the other. Alrighty. Okay, so high plank or low plank with knees down. Pause. And then exhale, lowered all the way to the mat for cobra, or find your up dog if that's in your practice. Say I'm gonna say actually in cobra here. Elbows to my ribs. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, heart down. Tuck all 10 toes under, wherever you're at. Inhale, back to downward dog. Exhale as we get there. Look forward towards your hands. Take a few steps forward, or if it's in your practice to leap forward, heels come together, knees splay out to the sides like a frog. And then maybe find a little leap to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. Rooting into the feet, rising the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Okay. One more little thing with balance that we're going to add on to what we just did. Okay. Very exciting stuff. So one more little thing here. Feet hip distance. Okay. Inhale, reach up for a sec. Exhale, palms to the heart, settle and center. Okay, feel your feet. Oh yeah, all 10 toes, reaching out, spreading out. Bring the weight into your left foot. Okie dokes. Bring your right knee hip height, flex the foot, coming into the same airplane pose we just did. Okay, push the right foot back, hips stay square. Arms might come out to the side for full airplane, maybe palms to your heart center, which is actually part of Warrior 3, which is a balancing pose. Okay, wherever you're at, let's see, as we look down to the earth, can we step that right foot all the way back to a lunge? I bet you can do it. Take a step of chance back there as you step back to the ball of the back foot. Oh yeah, high lunge, maybe low lunge, back knee down, sweep arms up, inhale. Whichever lunge you've decided, exhale, palms to your heart. Hands down to the ground. Now let's step the left foot back to downward dog. Option to stay in your downward dog. Or if you have a little bit more energy, maybe pumping it up to that flow of coming to your plank. Inhaling. Exhaling down to the earth, either for up dog or cobra. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, heart down. Inhale, lift up through your plank. Exhale, back downward dog. Switch your gaze from your feet to your hands, stepping or softly leaping to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. And finally, reach up to stand up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Alrighty, I'm sweating a bit. It's pretty hot out today here too. Oh yeah, some nice sweat to rejuvenate the body, correct? So let's try to find the other side with that sequence, or peak sequence here. Toes spread wide. Palms to your heart. Okay. Focal point, focus point, drishti point. Yeah. Weight into the right foot. Left knee comes up hip height. Keep the hips square. Left foot is flexed. Push that left foot to the back of the room as the torso comes forward and the arms stay where they are at the heart, or maybe airplane wings. Fly to your favorite destination. Right, wherever that is. Yeah, put a smile on your face with that favorite destination. And then My friends, take the step of faith to the back of the mat into your high or low lunge. Lower the left foot down onto the ball of the back foot. Sweep arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms to your hearts. Well done. Okay, that was the most difficult of our sequence here. Bring the hands down to the ground. Step back, downward dog. Pausing. Okay, resting here. Or one more little personal vinyasa here if you'd like to. High plank, inhale. Exhale, lower down to cobra or upward dog. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, lift the hips. Back to downward dog. And then for your reward, lower to child's pose. So knees down, untuck the toes, sink back to your heels, arms out in front, and forehead resting ever so gently on your mats. Finding your breath here, just observing what the breath looks like now. And then very mindfully lift your head up. Come to all fours. Okay, where we somewhat began our practice on all fours, right? Knees under our hips. Okay, usually we start with cat-cow. Let's end with some cat-cows here. Almost the end. Knees under hips. I like my toes tucked for cat-cow. Some people don't. Totally personal preference here, okay? Wrists under shoulders, spread the fingers. Inhale, lift the tailbone first. Let the whole spine follow. Head is the last to come up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Everything follows all the way to the neck, and then finally tucking the chin. Keep going to the rhythm of your own breath. Couple more to the rhythm of your own breathing. Come to a nice neutral spine and then find your seats. Yeah. Let's find our seats facing the front of our mat, extending our legs. Okay, before we lie down, a one-legged forward fold, Janu Shirshasana. Let's take our left leg, keep it forward. Bring the right foot to the inner thigh. Okay, left leg's in line with the left hip. Flexing the left toes like we've done a few times this practice. Bring your arms up, inhale. Exhale, hinging forward. Take the hands down, let them lie where they may. And we'll round our spine here. Okay, so left knee is a little soft without locking the joint. Forehead down, shoulders are down with gravity. Lift your head up slightly, just so you can look up. Slide your hands back in towards you and slowly ragdoll, vertebra by vertebra, back up to a tall spine. Okay. Next pose, as we come in for a heart opener, a bit of a twist, okay, a couple of options. So you can stay with this position of your legs here. If you want to go a bit deeper and you feel quite open, particularly in the right hip, okay, and the right knee feels okay, you might take the right foot and place it on top of the left thigh and bring the foot in as close as you can towards your body. If that feels really icky, come back with the foot on the floor, okay? So from here, if you're here, that's cool. If your foot's on the floor, also cool. I want you to shift forward, hinge forward again with the heart, maybe about halfway. Take your left hand to the inside of the left foot or the ankle. Take your right arm, sweep it all the way back behind you to peel open your shoulders. Take your right arm to your low back, or maybe tucking it in to the left hip crease. And maybe, this side I'm not so open as this side I'm at the other side, maybe if your right foot's on top of that left thigh, you might reach around and grab your foot or big toe. Okay, one more inhale to lift the right shoulder a bit more open. Exhale to unravel, so bring your torso back through center, right arm comes back through center, staying a little bit lower that left leg. Walk your hands back into your body, slowly come back up. Exhale here, and then take that right foot, bring it out nice and long. Give both legs a little shake, okay? And we'll come right into the other side. So left foot comes in. First we come to our Janu Shirshasana, or one-legged forward fold. Right leg's in line with the right hip. Right foot is flexed. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. And finding, once again, your rhythm of breath. Because really, no matter what, always count on something flowing, bringing us from moment to moment, whether it be the movements in our body in yoga or whether it be the flow of our breath. Let's start to lift our head slightly, walk hands back in towards our bodies, slowly come up. Head is the last to come up. Okay, so our heart shoulder opener plus twist on the other side. Left foot might stay to the right inner thigh. Okay, if you want a little bit more of an opener in that left hip, maybe left foot comes onto that right thigh. Okay, and again, bringing that left foot as close as you can to the right hip crease. And then from here, lowering down about halfway as we take our right hand to the inside of the right foot or ankle or shin instead. Left hand sweeps back behind us, tucks into the low back, into the hip crease, or maybe grabbing our left toe if you've got that foot on top of the right thigh. Okay, and then peeling open the left shoulder. Oh yeah, and just enjoying this stretch here in stillness. One more inhale, open shoulders. And exhale to sweep the left arm forward, staying nice and low for a second here. Walk hands back in towards you, press yourself back up. And lengthen that left leg out. Give those legs a little shake, maybe feet windshield wiper back and forth. Very good. We get to lie onto our backs now. So really good job this practice. Guys and gals, let's come forward to the front of our mats. Everybody, right? Let's take our hands on the outsides of the knees. Let's bring our heart forward on the inhale. As you like to know, probably, I like to come back this particular way. Exhale here as we tuck our chin and slide our hands down our thighs, and slowly but surely come down to the back. I'm just gonna shuffle my way to the back of my mat here so I can find the full length of my body on my mat. Okay, point your toes away from your hands as you reach your arms over your head. Give yourself a well-deserved, ginormous body stretch. And then exhale to release. Let's tuck our knees to our chest just one time.
for a tight squeeze and a loving embrace and a rock side to side. And then completely let go to your Shavasana. So whichever variation of Shavasana serves you, perhaps it's just sprawled out, arms lying on either side of the body. Maybe palms are on the belly. Maybe knees are bent and knees are collapsed in towards one another. Finding stillness. Inhaling to be. Exhaling and letting go of anything that came before this pose. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes to bring movement back to the body. And then maybe rotate ankles and wrists. Any pops or cracks are fairly normal, so just being aware. And then slowly bring your arms over your heads. Extend your legs. Give yourself one more big body stretch. Exhale to let go. Hug your knees to your heart. Give yourself a nice rock side to side. Using that momentum of rocking to bring yourself to one side or the other in your fetal position. And then press yourself up to a seat where we began our practice together. So nice tall length of the neck up to the crown of the head. And a settling into the sit bones. Floating palms to your heart center. And then rising your heads towards your foreheads for kind thoughts towards yourselves and others. Bringing your thumbs down to your lips for kind speech to yourself and others. Finally, thumbs down to your hearts for kind actions to yourself and to others. Thank you for flowing and balancing with me. Namaste.